So, yesterday was a bad day. Um, Having a 12-year-old is hard, especially a girl. I love her with all my heart and soul, and she doesn't even know it. I don't think she gets it. But, um, um, so I got a call from my sister because I don't have a phone, and, she's crying, saying that somebody said that she smelled like stool. So I drove 50 miles an hour from here to 10 minutes from here, which took me probably 5. And I go in that school, I'm steaming, just guns a-blazing. I said, I don't want to talk to anybody until I talk to my daughter. And they said, okay. So I talked to my daughter, and I held her hands, and I held her close, and I asked what happened, and she said, first I asked if she wanted to stay at the school, and she said yes. And then I asked, not that was really a choice, but I would have made it a choice. And she started to say that a grown-up had said that she smelled like stool, but she couldn't pinpoint who it was. So I'm like, okay, go to the van, baby. I'll be there in a minute. I'm going to talk to the RN nurse and the principal. So she goes out there, and I go in, and I'm still fuming. But the RN was the sweetest lady I'd ever met. True Christian, out to be good, not to piss anybody off, because I was. And she said that sometimes my daughter's always, since she was a baby, she had pooping problems. And she's never been, I think she's lactose intolerant, or she might have IBS, or there's a million different things she could have. But she stays in the bathroom for 40 to 60 minutes every day, and sometimes at school. And that's why they wanted her to go down and see the RN. And apparently, I don't remember her name, but she said that she has colon problems too, and she was telling me about her problems, and she doesn't want that to happen to Autumn, so to get Autumn into a doctor as soon as I can. And no, the whole class did not hear anybody say she smelled like stool, so it wasn't a class situation like I thought it was. It was one of the teachers had mentioned it, and the nurse said that sometimes when you're backed up or something, your breath can smell like it. I've never smelled it on her. I don't know how, I know that's probably true, but I don't know how true that was about my daughter, because I've never smelled stool on her before, ever. And even when she's rarely around me, so when she does come around me, she doesn't smell like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call the doctor and get her in, see if we can get her to a GI doctor, and just go from there. And the nurse secretly told me I should chew gum. But so yeah, And then I get home and her caseworker shows up, and I'm figuring that her caseworker showed up because of everything that happened at school. No. So she comes over because Autumn wrote something in her diary, her journal. They do a journaling. She had written something in her journaling that caused concern, and I know exactly what that meant. She had to talk to her first, and I'm freaking out because I know what it's about. And finally they're done talking, and about 10 minutes, and finally she comes to me and she says they were doing some journaling, whether you wanted to be in the past, present, or future. And she said she wanted to go to the past so that she was never born. As a mother or as a father, hearing that is one of the worst things you can ever hear. My other daughter was at her mama and Nana's, so she didn't hear it. She didn't know of any of this. So that was good. That was good. She went with her. Autumn, my daughter, my 12-year-old, went to her TT's last night, and she's staying tonight too. She got her hair done last night. It's half brown, half red. I can't wait to see it. She said that they were having a blast, and so I just pray. She's got therapy and med management. I just pray that this is just one of those middle school phases and that she's not like me. I don't want her to be just like me. See, I got borderline personality disorder and depression and anxiety, and I don't want her to have all that. I take 6 pills a day. I mean, yeah, it helps, but that's not the point. So, I don't know why I made this video. Maybe it'll hit another mother and will know what to say or feel the same way or something. Anyways, God bless.